Hello and welcome everybody to the channel where we're going to play Dungeoneer, Tomb of the Lich Lord. As you might have seen in the introductory video, I recently managed to obtain the whole set of Dungeoneer, and it's a fantastic blast from the past. So here we are. We're ready to begin, but before we go, just a few, administrative things. We're going to play with two heroes. I already chose Laurel. She's our sorceress, elf sorceress. So I'll just briefly explain what it says on the card. Her melee, level 1, +0, magic +1, her movement points 2. I will explain more about that in just a moment. She has 6 HP. She can carry 1 loot, 1 item in her inventory, and also she can have 4 boons. Her special ability is magic aptitude, so she may pay 1 glory point, which I'll tell you all about in just a moment, to re-roll a die in a magic combat. She can do it only once per attack. Okay, so that's Laurel. Let's have a look at Cyboth, our Necromancer. Oh, and Laurel will be represented by this miniature on the board. I will be using miniatures instead of, cardboard standees that come with the box. I don't really like them, so I replaced them with some painted miniatures that I have here and there. So this miniature is represents our Necromancer, Cyboth, right? Quite similar. I chose these two at random out of all available in the box. We could have chosen the Paladin, Sorceress, Rogue, Necromancer, Avenger, and Necro Warrior. So I managed to pick these two. I collected the minis, and here we are. So, Necromancer, he's also very weak in melee attack, at least at level 1. +1 magic, and he has 2 movement points, same as the Sorceress, 6 HP, he can carry 2 items, and 3 boons. He can control undead. As a response, he may pay glory equal to the peril points, value of 1 undead attacking him. That undead attacks another hero or monster of your choice in the same space instead, or ignores him. Limit once per turn. So quite useful thing. The white d6s will represent the HP. I'll put them on top of level 1 because we will be progressing further into the quest. So also here for the Necromancer. The red cubes will represent both the peril points and glory points when we go on the tracker, and the white ones will represent the movement points that we have, so that I do not lose count. As you will see, there's quite a lot going on. The game can become slightly fiddly, as you will see in just a moment, but it's so much fun. Right, here we are. At the beginning of every adventure, each hero draws two personal quests and 1 global quest. Let's start with the global quest. This is a slay quest. It's a heroic quest. We need to find Drakey, small dragon, well, frog, whatever, and kill it. And we need to find him in the inner Sanctum location in the dungeon, right? When we do that, we will get some benefits out of that. Right, so the objective of the game is to complete 3 quests or kill your opponents, or opponent in our case, because there's only 1. Right, let's have a look what our Necromancer drew as his personal quests. The first one is Search and Slay, Serac the Assassin. We need to find Serac, and in order for us to do that, we need to search 7 plus any room. What that means is that we need to roll 7 or higher to find him. To complete this quest, defeat Serac. To find him, roll 7 plus on 1 die while in any room, adding +1 to your roll for each space you are from the nearest entrance. This is our entrance, so the further we go into the dungeon with our Necromancer, the higher the chances of us finding Serac and then killing him. Alright, so we'll put it on the side. The other quest, Slay Nar. Oh, we seem to have quite a lot of slay quests. This one is a huge rat that we can find in barracks. So pretty similar to Drakey. Quite straightforward quests for the Necromancer. Okay, let's have a look what our sorceress needs to do. She needs to catch the magic fish. Okay, all right. She needs to do that at the troll bridge. To complete it, roll +5 on one die while on the troll bridge. You may pay 2 glory points as many times as you choose to roll 1 additional die on any attempt. Okay, and choose the highest. Each attempt uses 1 action point, 1 movement point. All right, so troll bridge, and the other one is destroy evil relic effect threat, lair of the tentacle beast. To complete this quest, overcome movement threat 6+. Each additional attempt uses 1 movement, and you must not be tipped. Okay, so there is tipped is like, you know, unconscious. I like to think of that. You'll see why when we find a lair of tentacle beast. Okay, so there you go. So these are the 2 personal quests that our heroes have. Now the other thing that we have to do is draw 5 cards that will form the deck for each hero. And I'll show you what they are when we start playing. Basically, they are either good or bad for us and for our opponents. So with the glory points, we can cast these. They can be boons, they can be items, they can be some other effects. Or with peril points, we can summon monsters and inflict some pain and suffering, you know, and take advantage of our opponent, right? So same for why is it upside down? Same for the sorceress. Let's have a look. I'll show you what they are when we get to it. Right, before we begin, let's roll. For sorceress, 4 who rolls higher starts. Okay, so our sorcerer is first to go. It's quite important, as you'll see, because the phase, the turn consists of several phases, right? Or steps, if you like. So we have the reset phase when we get all the movement points back. We reset all the locked doors and traps in the dungeon. Then we have the Dungeon Lord phase when we can play the cards, the red cards, using our opponent's peril. Then we have build when we explore build phase when we explore the dungeon. Then it's our hero phase. We can move, we can interact, we can explore, we can play the green cards, the glory cards. We can attempt quests, and then we have the final phase, which is the discard draw phase, as you will see in just a moment. Okay, so one final thing is that every time we begin, we need to form 4 locations, okay, adjacent to the tomb threshold, which is our starting location. When we enter any of the cards, we need to indicate peril and the glory points on our tracker. So what's her name again? Laurel. She enters the dungeon and she gets 1 peril and 1 glory point. It also says that you may not initiate a challenge on a hero here. You may pay 2 glory points to discard 1 personal heroic quest and draw a new one. So if I don't like any of these, I can just get rid of them. Okay, so let's see what this is. So let's uncover these and form a proper dungeon. Right, in order for us to do that, we need to make sure that there is a white connection. So I cannot place it like this, but I can do it like that or that. So we have a lair of the tentacle beast, which is perfect for our quest, but let's see if it's not too difficult for us. Then we have the throne of tyranny up there in a sanctum, so we can begin. Right, so what so this is the very first turn. We begin with the reset phase, nothing to reset because it's a brand new dungeon. Then we go into a Dungeon Lord phase, in which we can spend our opponent's peril, since the Necromancer is not in the dungeon yet. There's no peril to spend on, but I could have, for example, I'll show you how it works. I could have, let's pretend that he had 3 peril points. So I could have summoned the Crypt Ghost, which would have attacked the Necromancer. And it says here that the Crypt Ghost is a monster, the undead monster. So he could probably try and exploit his control undead ability if he had any glory points. So you know, you'll see how this unfolds and connects with many different things in the game. However, let's look at the characteristics of a monster. So it says here that it prefers to attack with magic. It has +3 to magic. And then if it hits, it inflicts 1 wound and opponent loses 1 glory point. Okay? The way the combat works is you just roll 2d6s, apply bonuses, and whoever scores higher, you know, deals damage. So pretty straightforward, nothing fancy here. Since I cannot spend any peril points, I have to skip that phase for now. That's why it's quite important who starts first and who starts second, because the very first hero who goes into the dungeon, they just basically lose, you know, in a way, their dungeon lord phase. Now, we have a build phase. So you draw 1 dungeon card. It's a junction, and you can place anywhere you like as long as it's legal. By legal, I mean that it has to connect with at least 1. You cannot place it like that. You have to place it like this. But the way you place it, you can even place it upside down as long as it connects, but you cannot do it like this. All right? According to the rules. Maybe if we play with some homemade rules, we might adjust that rule. However, let's just put it there for the moment. Okay, so now we go to our hero phase, and we can move, we can explore, we can attempt a quest. We have the destroy evil relic in the lair of the tentacled beast. It says a lot here. Let's have a look. When you enter this space on your turn, overcome movement threat 6 or tip your hero. To untip, pay 1 movement and overcome move threat 4. If you are in this space and tipped at the beginning of your turn, take 1 wound. So basically you go in and these tentacles knock you unconscious if you are not careful enough. And then if you begin your next turn, you will lose 1 health point. But in order for us to complete that quest, we need to overcome threat 6+. We will add 2 to our roll. So it's quite challenging, that one. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go around the dungeon and have a look if we can do something about that. So I'm going to spend 1 of my movement points and go in here, gain 3 peril and 2 sorry. So that's 4. Yeah, and 2 glory points, up to 3. I'm hoping to play some of my cards, and I think I will keep 1 of my movement points, because that can be quite useful when I want to retaliate if I get attacked by any of the cards that the Necromancer will play, and he will have a chance to do so because I have 4 peril points. So we'll see in just a moment. So I will not spend that. Now we can play some cards. We cannot play the red cards now, but we can play the green cards. We have 3 glory points, so I can play the Brain of Zum, which gives me extra +1 to magic attack, which is quite good because I'm a sorceress, so I could use that. Or I could play Dark Kitty. It's a permanent familiar, also +1, but it has the special ability Defend to the Death. At any time you may discard this card to prevent 1 wound, which is very nice. And we also have the Minor Teleport. Relocate your hero to any space up to 3 spaces from your current location. Okay, ignore doors and walls. This is quite nice. So when the dungeon grows bigger, you know, it can be quite useful. I'm going to play Dark Kitty. So the way you play the cards, you just spend your earned glory points and add it to your inventory. And this actually exploits my limit for the inventory cards that I can have with our sorceress. So she cannot have more than one, as you can see with this yellow chest. She can have 4 boons, but only 1 item, if you like. So I'm down to 4. I have to discard 1 card. I will discard this, right? And then I draw up to 5, and that's the end of my turn for the sorceress. Now everything resets. Necromancer enters the dungeon. 1 glory, 1 peril. Okay. Now it's our dungeon lord phase. Okay, so let's have a look at the cards. So we have 3 green cards. We cannot play them, but we have 1 red card, which is a zombie, right? And we're going to spend our opponent's peril to summon the zombie and have a combat. Yeah. So zombie attacks with melee +2, has 1 wound, 1 HP, not 1 wound, 1 HP. So let's use red for enemies and white for our heroes, and we roll. Let's have a look. So our zombie's attack is 7. My attack is 3. I have 0 melee, so I get hit by the zombie and it inflicts 1 wound. Right? Boom, like that. Yeah, and as I said before, I kept this movement point to have the possibility to retaliate. So I will spend it to attack the zombie back. Oh, when enemies hit you, you get 1 peril point. Basically, what happens is that the owner of the enemy can choose which hero to the peril point should be applied to. Since there's only 1, I will do it automatically. So the zombie attacked me, 1 peril point. If I attack the zombie, then I can gain 1 and hit it or kill it. Then I can gain 1 glory point. So I attack this time, and I will choose to attack with my magic attack. So it's +1 plus another 1 for the kitty. So it's +2. It has 0, so I have higher chances. Oh, no. Look at that. So 2, 3 against 5. So I get yet another wound. But this time I will discard the kitty to prevent that wound. But I still get the peril point. Bad, very bad. Now, what happens with the summoned enemies? They do not stay on the board. They can go either back to my hand, to whoever cast it, or go into the pack. Pack is like an inventory for your creatures which you summoned. So I will put it in my pack. I can have up to 3 creatures in my pack. If the if the enemy is wounded by any chance during combat, it cannot go back to my hand. It needs to stay in the pack until it's killed. Right? Okay, so it didn't, it wasn't really good turn for our level 1 for our sorceress. Now we cannot play any more cards this phase because we do not have any red ones. So we need to go into build phase, right? So we draw a dungeon card and we need to put it any way we like, as long as it connects to at least one of the legal connectors, if you like. So where are we going to put it? What we're going to do, I think, is we're going to put it like this, okay, and make a dead end. We cannot go through here. We can go through here, but we cannot go through there, right? So that's the way connectors work in this game. Right, so hero phase. We can move, we can explore, we can play our cards in just a moment. Let's have a look at the the quests. Inner Sanctum. Yeah, we have an Inner Sanctum. Oh, I could have tried to attack Drakey. I missed it with my sorceress. Okay, never mind. First movement point. We go into Inner Sanctum, and we gain 3 peril and 2 glory points. Right. We can try and attempt this quest, and the very first chance you get in at attempting the quest is free. And then every time you want to repeat the quest, you have to spend movement points. But before we attempt that, let's see if we can spend our glory points for some items that can help us. Okay, we can repel attacking monster. We can play Gilded Key that will help us to open doors. We don't need that just a moment. We can use the rope to help us against pits and spikes. Again, don't need that. Or Ring of Arcana. When played, place 1 token on this card. Anytime you may remove 1 token or discard this card to prevent 1 magic wound. Interesting. Yeah, let's play it. Let's put 1 token on it. 3, right? So we spent all glory points that we managed to obtain. And I think we will undertake this quest, shall we? Defeat Drakey while on Inner Sanctum. Right, we found him. So he will attack with 2 melee, 2 magic. So it doesn't really matter. We're crap at melee. Not very good at magic, but he gets to go first. If I want to attack it, I can spend the second movement point to do it again, and I think I will. Okay, so, whoops, as before, red for monsters, white for heroes. We don't have anything to buff ourselves with. No, let's have a look. Right, so he attacks for 5, I attack for 1. So he hits me, inflicts 1 wound. Boom, like that. Now, we tried, we failed. Now, I have a second movement point, and do I want to risk it? I would attack it with my magic +1. He has +2 in his magic. Section, so there you are. Shall we do it, or shall we keep it? But then, you know, then the sorcerers will have some options to... Oh, monster attacked me, so 1 more peril. I keep forgetting about that. Shall we try it again? Yeah, let's push our luck. So we're attempting the quest, so we need to spend a movement point because this is the second time we're trying to do that. It's not free anymore. I'm attacking for +1. He has +2. Red 1 for him. White 1 for me. So 5 against 4, and I defeat Drakey. He has only one health point. So I get, well, the Necromancer gets 1 movement point, 1 glory point. And also all the benefits of killing it, right? And also he completed the quest. It's a global quest, so we'll draw another one in just a moment. But before we do that, +1 level. So he levels up, recover 1 HP, so back to 6. So it was worth it. So we progress to level 2. Now our stats also changed here, and we also gain 2 glory points, right? So Drakey here will go, well, we'll keep it here to indicate that 1 quest is completed. And this quest is completed for the Necromancer, so he only needs to complete 2 more to win the game. So let's see what we have. Impale Vladimir, right? We need to find the crypt and impale the, the vampire, right? So again, we need to find a crypt within the dungeon, and then we can undertake the quest. So pretty similar to Drake. We seem to be getting a lot of slay quests. There are all sorts of different types of quests, as you will see later on. So let's put it there. Now it's still our turn, so we still have the chance to play one of the cards if we want to. But do I really want to do that? I don't need any of these, and I might keep 3 to repel anything that sorcerers might summon to attack me. Yeah. Okay. So that completes the Necromancer's phase turn. We need to discard one card. I will discard this one. Yeah. Where's my discard pile? Over there. And I will draw back to 5, and we'll see what they are next time the Necromancer activates. Okay, so let's play one more with the Sorceress, and let's see where we get from there. Right, everything resets, so she gets 2 movement points. All the locked doors, all the unlocked doors become locked again. Traps are set again. We get movement points back, and we begin fresh. Right, so she has 5 HP. Right. Let's start with the Dungeon Lord phase, and now we have 5 barrel points to choose from, and he has no movement points left, so he cannot retaliate, although he can prevent some wounds, and we have the response card that repels enemies. Let's have a look. We have some more options here. We have 3 options, so we can summon the Ghost Crypt Ghost even. We can cast the instant spell, which is Greater Arcane Energy. All monsters get +2 for the duration. And look at that. It attacks with magic. And it also has Budge. Budge relocates target hero 1 or 2 spaces from his current location. Wow, so I can even budge myself. It doesn't deal any damage, so it's another teleport. So for his peril points, I could, if I explore and if I find, what do I need? I need the Troll Bridge or the Crypt. I could, gain some advantage. So, are we going to... No, I cannot boost this. I can spend... Right, let's try and play the Crypt Ghost for 3 peril points, down to 2. The Crypt Ghost attacks the Necromancer, but he wants to try his repel spell, ward, target attacking monster, is discarded, right? Okay, so he spends his 3 glory points as a response to this attack, and it gets discarded. So Necromancer defended himself against this, reasonably powerful enemy. +3 to attack would have overcome, probably would have hit him. So there you go. Is there anything else we can do? On your turn. I was thinking for a moment that I could have budged the Necromancer into the lair of the tentacle beast, but it says when you enter this space on your turn. When you enter, so I would have on my turn. Interesting. I'm looking. I don't have any traps. What I was thinking about, I wanted to budge him into a trapped room. Maybe it would have dealt some damage to him, but can't do that either. So I suppose I'll just progress into the build phase. There you go. +2 threat traps. Grim Junction, just like that one before. So let's put that one, that there. Thematically, we have a Grim Junction with a Grim Fork. Okay, now it's our turn to go. We need to find the Crypt, the Troll Bridge, or the Lair of the Tentacle Beast. I think I will just... The Lair of the Tentacle Beast is too strong for me. I can't can't do a lot about that. I don't have to, right? So what I want to do is this. One movement point here. I get 1 glory and 2 peril points. That's quite dangerous. Then I will spend minor teleport. Oh, I can't. It needs 2. So I suppose I'll spend my second movement point to explore yet again. Oh, it's just a hole. I don't need that hole here, so I'll place it there. And there we are. Do we have any green cards with 1? No, we don't. Now we need to discard 1 card, and I'll discard the greater arcane energy. Draw back to 5. And that completes the sorcerer's activation. Let's finish off this playthrough, this part of the playthrough with the Necromancers, then to complete the section. Right, everything resets as before. He gets 2 movement points, doors and traps, everything is refreshed. Dungeon Lord phase. Let's look for... Oh, I forgot to draw 1 card. Up to 5 last time. Oh no, because I spent the repel. So no, let me shuffle that. No, that's correct. There you go. That's why I had 4, because I played the, what was it? The repel spell from my hand. I have 4 cards then, and 7 peril to spend. Look at that. Shall we obliterate our friend? Oh my god, look at this. Oh, come on. We might actually win the game now. Can we? No, but we will be quite close. Let me show you. We have 7 peril points to spend. We'll spend 1 to play zombie. All right, we will spend 4 to activate the poltergeist. Down to 2, and we will spawn crouching skeleton to finish things off for another 2. Oh, come on. And this is why this game is so exciting. You know, if you have more than 2 players and real people playing against each other, this game is so much fun. So zombie attacks first, melee damage +2 against my 0. Again, red and white. Oh, it attacks for 7. Oh, come on, was close, so close. Look at that. Can I actually do anything? I only have 1. No, I can't do anything. There's nothing I can do. Dark Templar, no, it's Dungeon Lord, no responses. So 1 wound and 1 peril. Dinks. So he activated, goes into the pack, right? Poltergeist now, again, attacks with melee, +3. Oh, so it's 6 versus 3. Down to 3. Another peril point. Yeah, he goes into the pack. And crouching skeleton attacks. Again, melee +3. 8 versus 5. Down to 2. So she's in trouble. She's going down, right? Our Necromancer was very lucky with his cards, and this was not a very good move on our sorcerer's turn to move into yet another room and gain more peril points, but that's the way the game works. So here we are. Build phase. Another grim intersection, this time with a pit. You need to overcome it by rolling 7+ and using your move. Is it move? Yeah, it's your speed. So where are we going to place it? Is he looking for anything? But he's looking for barracks, so I want to put it as far as possible away from me. Hero phase. Now he has 2 movement points, one of which he's going to spend on exploring. He needs to find these barracks. And he finds a crypt for the Vladimir. Alright. Where are we going to put the crypt? If I put it here, this door is locked. But I have gilded keys, don't I? Exactly. So I'll put it there. It will be easier for the Necromancer to go through that if I play it. I don't have any but I don't have any points. So maybe that wasn't the best placement after all. You know what? Maybe I'll put it there. Why? Because by going there, I will gain more glory and peril, of course, but that will give me more options to choose from. Oh, you cannot see that on the screen because so I put it there. Let me just adjust the camera slightly. Slide these in view. Sorry for that. I kind of missed it, but there it is. I placed the crypt right over there, hoping to equip myself with more items and, you know, have a chance against Vladimir, who attacks for +2. Yeah. So that was one movement point. Second movement point, I go back to the threshold, gain 1 and 1. And that will complete my activation using movement points. I can play the Gilded Key. Do I need that? No, there's no locked doors on the way to the crypt, so I will not play that yet. But I need to discard something, and I would like to keep that. So I will discard the key, draw up to 5, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And that completes the Necromancer's turn. So there you are. Oh, sorry for the bump. That's the way the game plays. We've only played 2 or 3 turns, and we've already done a lot. As you can see, there's a lot going on the board, on the cards, and it's so much fun. So we'll stop right here. For this first episode. Please let me know if you enjoyed it, if there's anything I can correct, or maybe you spotted some mistakes. There's quite a lot of going on, and as I said in the beginning, the game can be slightly fiddly, but it's so much fun, as you can see. So thanks a lot for watching. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed that one or not. And I'll see you in the next one where we try to reach the crypt and complete the quests and win the game, hopefully. Yeah, thanks a lot. See you. Bye.